These shoes almost killed 197 people. This guy was an asshole enough to put bombs inside them and try to blow up American Airlines Flight 63 from Paris to Miami 3 months after 9/11. And he almost succeeded. You know how you have to take your shoes off at the airport? Well, it's all because of this guy, British citizen Richard Reid.
Good evening, everyone. We're learning new information about the dramatic struggle on board an American Airlines jet where passengers and crew members fought to subdue a man they believed was trying to detonate a bomb. The suspect, who uses numerous names, is identified as Richard Reid. According to the FBI, preliminary tests have determined that there were 2 functional explosive devices in his sneakers.
A Brit that grew up in troubled times, lived as a criminal, and then immersed himself within the radicalized Muslim community of London in the late 1990s, followed by times in Pakistan and Afghanistan, training with Al-Qaeda. Which leads us to these. These gross boots came very close to detonating on the transatlantic flight he took to America. It wasn't until a savvy flight attendant noticed the tall man reclined in an odd manner that she saw him attempting to light the wick of the bomb. At that point, a team of passengers jumped into action and restrained him with everything they could find: seatbelts, headphone cables. A doctor on board even scavenged through the medical supplies and found a tranquilizer to knock him out with. The boots he wore through airport security didn't set off the alarms, and until this incident, people didn't even think seriously about shoes. That is, of course, until this Richard Reid pulled this stunt. And it almost worked. The only thing that saved the 197 people was, and this is positive but kind of gross, his foot perspiration. That and the delayed flight may have allowed for condensation during the load-in process because it was raining, and that theoretically dampened the bomb's wick, which is pretty lucky for all involved.
On the American Airlines flight is prompting a new FAA security directive to all airlines, ordering them to take specific precautions.
Excuse me, you have matches.
In Boston, heightened security now includes asking about matches and inspecting shoes.
Anybody that alarms the metal detector automatically have their shoes removed.
Extra security that will mean even longer lines for travelers during this busy season.
In 2006, it became mandatory in the US to take off your shoes when going through security. In other countries, it is done sometimes randomly. But in this case, these boots right here are the reason we have to awkwardly take off our boots at the airport.
Saturday's drama was captured on film. The American Airlines plane comes into Boston. Behind it, 2 U.S. fighters escorting it down. The images have prompted a new round of speculation about terrorist threats. But Richard Reid's background and his motivation remain a mystery.
Thanks a lot, asshole.